and control re-entry by hand. His autopilot had failed. Without a man to bring the ship down safely, the spacecraft and the mission's most valuable data would have been lost. The task was difficult, but the man was trained. On his final orbit, astronaut Cooper completed final checklists for retrofire and re-entry, reported final data. Each error of 1 second in timing would cause a 5-mile error in landing point. Near midway, at the selected recovery area for the 22nd orbit, the carrier Kearsarge, smaller rescue ships and aircraft had been alerted and were ready for emergency procedures. A minute error in Faith7's re-entry attitude could also result in a perilous under- or overshoot of the recovery area. At the 30th second of the 56th minute of the 33rd hour of flight, astronaut Cooper contacted John Glenn on the coastal Century, Quebec, near Japan.
I'm looking for lots of experience on this flight. You're going to get it.
10 seconds before the 34th hour of flight, to assist astronaut Cooper in the critical timing, John Glenn began the final countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squib arm, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. Roger, a green on air. Roger, I think I got all three. Roger, how's your attitude hold, Gordo? Well, pretty fine. Good show, boys. Real fine. It looked like they came off right on the money on times. Roger, I think so.
Astronaut Cooper had fired the retro rockets on the second. He jettisoned his retro pack. As the tremendous speed of the spacecraft re-entering the atmosphere built up a temperature of 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, the ionized air cut off radio contact for a short time. Now it was a matter of waiting, hoping for contact to be reestablished, hoping for accuracy, hoping the chutes would open and hold. Faith7 was picked up by radar 184 miles out and falling fast. Shortly thereafter, the main parachute was sighted. And so it ended. 34 hours, 20 minutes, 31 seconds. The flight of a man in space 22 times around the Earth, 540,000 miles, farther than to the moon and back, ended within seconds of its program time and within 4.5 miles of the carrier Kearsarge.
Roger, I'd like to come aboard the carrier if they'll grant me permission for an Air Force troop.
The flight of Faith7 was over. A great deal of data was still to be gathered, but from the immediate medical checkout of the astronaut before he emerged from the spacecraft to preliminary post-flight analyses, the flight seemed to have proved man's capability of efficient functioning in a period of prolonged weightlessness in space. As a pilot, astronaut Cooper had come a long way from the time as a 6-year-old he was allowed to handle the controls of his father's old single-engine biplane. As a man,